when we have these moments, to not beat ourselves up and just go, you know what? This is just how I feel right now. And especially being women and hormonal and, having our moon cycle, generally we feel called to overindulge. And instead of beating ourselves up, just go, you know what? It's okay. And tomorrow I'm going to try and do better. Or tomorrow I'm going to make a bit more of an effort as opposed to try and do better, because try and pick up a pen, you either pick it up or you don't. I'm going to make more of a conscious effort. Or just don't. So, I haven't been, really putting the pressure on myself. And that's been different to how I've showed up and done things in the past. But it's also recognizing, I'm like, why am I doing that? And then I'm like, whatever. I'm recognizing it. I'm choosing to still do it. And I'm just allowing myself to just be in the moment as opposed to just constantly being in my mind. Yeah, you just get to choose, and there's no right or wrong. Like if it's getting to the point where it's like excessive, then I would probably be like, maybe check in with that. By overindulging, I mean, if every single meal you're having something bad to the point where you're putting on weight, you're starting to feel lethargic, like it's actually truly affecting you. And it's affecting you to the point where you're starting to really not just feel like the sabotaging habits, but actually literally energetically feel like shit. Your body is actually going like rejecting it, and you're continuing it from that point. That's when I would be like, let's look at that. That would be complete sabotage, because you're listening to your body. Your body is saying no, and you're still going, I'm going to do it anyway. So if you haven't got to that point and it's more a mental game where you're like, I really shouldn't be eating this, but it's not actually physically affecting you, then it's probably just our mind games. Like, I know I shouldn't be having this and I know I shouldn't be doing this, but, what am I doing? If it's only like that level, then let it go. Maybe that's your reward. Not that food is necessarily a great reward, but the way I look at things sometimes is I've given up everything. If I want to have a little bit of chocolate as my reward, then I'm going to, because I'm still human. So, we just get to explore all of the possibilities. Like what if that is actually your reward, and that's your, man, you've just smashed out so much work, or you've just, whatever it is, and you go, you know what, this is to help me feel good because it's going to release your serotonin and your dopamine and the chemicals, so it's going to make you feel good. Is that necessarily a bad thing? It's really just changing the way we look at things and actually witness whether or not it truly is as negative and as bad as we think. Because I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves that we can't eat this and we can't have that, and that we're sabotaging because we are doing it. But what if we're not? What if we're actually rewarding ourselves? And again, like, not necessarily that's the best thing, but if there's no right or wrong, if it just is, and that's what we do to release serotonin and dopamine, is that necessarily a bad thing?